This episode is brought to you by Hover.
Do you think older people are wiser?
No, not necessarily. I think older people are experienced, and I think there's a difference. And so if you've experienced something, then you've had some learning from it. I think sometimes wisdom comes from even small children.
Okay, this is my Nana. She's the wisest person I know, so I want to share with you some life lessons from an 85-year-old. After all, as one psychologist put it, wisdom is expertise in the fundamental pragmatics of life.
You've had lots of difficult things happen throughout your life.
Yeah.
Do you think those experiences have made you wiser?
I don't know if wiser is the word that I would use for it. I've experienced losing people through death, and I wouldn't say that I got wiser because of that, but I learned a lot from it. Mm-hmm. I've had hard times in my life where I've learned. Well, I guess you do in a way. It's wiser because you don't want to do things the way you did when it's things that you learn from your mistakes. Mm-hmm. And so then that's maybe where wisdom comes from.
I guess what is wisdom? Maybe that's something we need to start with.
Yes.
This feels like a good spot to jump back in. How do we define wisdom? A dictionary definition says it's good judgment and advice in difficult and uncertain matters of life. And psychological research on wisdom has really taken off in the last 30 years. But what's meant by wisdom and how we can develop or practice it isn't entirely clear. Experts agree on a few things: that wisdom is distinct from both intelligence and spirituality. It's experience-driven and increases with age. It's a personal quality and it can be learned.
Yeah, because I guess in our family, like you're the matriarch of a big family.
Yes.
But you were also a teacher and a counsellor.
Yeah.
So everyone turns to you for advice.
Yeah. But the advice really, the people have it, they just have to be led to it.
So everybody has the capacity to make a good decision almost.
I think with the right encouragement that they can, because nobody knows you better than you do. And if, as a counselor, if I start telling you how you should do things, mm-hmm. I'm not really helping you. Mm. But if I can lead you through a process where you can examine the way you are doing things, and if there's different ways that you can come up with doing them, then there's a learning for you in that. And I think that's where you can be helpful to someone.
It's also helpful to understand there's different types of wisdom. First, practical wisdom, that's about improving our well-being. Philosophical wisdom, that's more questioning and metaphysical. And benevolent wisdom, it's more moral and compassionate. While all wisdom is highly valued across cultures, in research in North America, practical wisdom resonates the most with people. More than anything, we want to apply good judgment to help us make the best decisions in our everyday lives.
Do you apply any experiences that you learned as a teacher or a counsellor in your own life?
Oh, yes.
Like what?
Yeah. I think as a teacher, one of the things that I have learned is the importance of listening. Mm-hmm. And as a counselor, one of the things I have learned is the importance of being a listener. Mm-hmm. And it's not something we do really well necessarily all the time, but it's probably one of the things that's most helpful to other people. I think that as a parent too, you learn a lot through trial and error and making mistakes, and at the end of the day you think, I would have done that differently. And you do it in everything you do. There's always times when you look back over and think, in retrospect, I would do something different. And so you learn from it. So I think there are wise people, there are wise teenagers. I don't think it's something that comes with age.
And while we've seen that reasoning about social dilemmas improves with age, many studies have found that young adults show similar ratings of perspective and wisdom as older adults. Research suggests you're more likely to be a wise person if you have self-knowledge, so a good awareness of your competencies, emotions and goals. If you're self-wise, so you know how to express and regulate these emotions and to develop and maintain relationships. If you have self-relativism, an ability to objectively evaluate yourself as well as others, and a tolerance of ambiguity, the ability to recognize and manage uncertainties in life. Developing these abilities is the first step in learning to be wise, and we can all be a little bit wiser.
Is there any life advice that you have for me, for other people?
Yeah, I think there is. The one thing that is love a lot, and the other thing is to be grateful a lot.
Yeah, I feel like we're not grateful enough.
Yeah,
for what
we have so much to be grateful for. Yeah, so and I think people mostly are if they focus on it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Nana.
We do this every evening.
We do this every day. This one is just filmed. Yeah.
Thanks to Hover for sponsoring this episode. Hover is a service that helps you buy and manage domain names. It has over 400 domain extensions like .com and .net, and you can get unique domains that are more professional than a generic address, like BrainCraft.tv, except that one's taken. Once you have your domain, you can set up your custom email to forward to your existing address in Outlook or Gmail or whatever email client you currently use. With Hover, you can get a custom domain and email address for 10% off. Go to hover.com/braincraft to create yours today and help support our show.
You spent 47 years moving to the Pacific Ocean.
That's right.
From the Atlantic. I only know this because my grandfather wrote a book called 47 Years to the Pacific. Is there anything that you have observed about Canada from moving across the entire country?
Dialects are different.
Okay. Where would you place my dialect?
I kind of think you might be Australian.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
I know
My life is a lie.